Hi guys, it's Mrs. Tellas. We're going to do the video for section 7.2, which is multiplying binomials using FOIL and multiplying a binomial by a trinomial. All right, so when we multiply binomials, something like maybe x plus 1 times x minus 2, something like that. We follow the method of FOIL. And FOIL helps us to know what to multiply first, second, third, and fourth. So first I multiply my first two terms. So x times x, that would be x squared. And then I multiply my outer terms for O. So that's x times negative 2, which is negative 2x. And then I multiply my inner terms, which is 1 times x. So positive 1x. And then I multiply my last terms, and that's 1 times negative 2. So that's negative 2. And then I combine like terms if I can. And I usually can combine the middle two terms right there. So that will make it x squared minus x minus 2. So when I multiply two trinomials, and most of these that we're doing today, you'll be getting, or two binomials, you'll be getting a trinomial. All right, so here's some examples. I'll do the first one again. So first, y times y is y squared. And then outside, y times negative 4 is negative 4y. Inside, 8 times y is positive 8y. And then last would be 8 times negative 4, which is negative 32. And then I'm combining my two middle terms because they're like. So my final answer is y squared plus 4y minus 32. Okay, so it's the same method again and again and again. Why don't you press pause and try number 2? And then I'll do it too to make sure. Okay, make sure you show your steps. So if you multiply these two, that's c squared. These two, that's negative 12c. Inside is negative 6c. And last is positive 72. And then we can combine the middle two again. And you're going to find that we can almost always combine those middle two, unless there's multiple variables in it. So that's negative 18c plus 72. Okay. Number 3 is the exact same procedure. We just have a W instead of a C or an X, and we've got a 2 in front of the W here, which we haven't in the past. So we're going to do 2y times y is 2w squared. And 2y times positive 7 is 14w. And negative 5 times w is negative 5w. And negative 5 times 7 is negative 35. So 2w squared, these two can be combined, plus 9w minus 35. Okay. All right, number 4, it's got multiple letters in it. We've got an X and a Y, but we still do the same procedure. So let's do first. So 8x times 5x is 40x to the second power. And 8x times negative 4y is negative 32xy. And then positive 2y and positive 5x would be positive 10xy. And then last would be negative 8y squared. And then again, I can combine the middle two terms again. So that's going to be 40x squared minus 22xy minus 8y squared. That's my answer. Okay, so we just tried all these. Let's go ahead and do this one, though, because this one is out of order. So we'll have to re-put it in standard form. If you notice on these, when I multiplied in that order, they were in standard form when I got done with my final answer in terms of the x squared, x, and no x. Okay, so let's do these two. I think you can probably do pretty easily. So let's do this one. So 18 times 2, that would be 36. And 18 times negative a would be negative 18a inside. So a times 2 is positive 2a, and a times negative a is negative a squared. Well, in one swoop, I'm going to put this in standard form and combine my two like terms. So negative a squared is going first. These two would combine. negative 16a, and plus 36 would go at the back. This would be my answer. Okay? All right. All right, just says that x minus 3 times the quantity x plus 5 is equivalent to x squared minus 2x minus 15. Is she right? If not, explain. All right, let's see. So x times x is x squared. X times positive 5 is positive 5x. Negative 3 times x is negative 3x. And negative 3 times 5 is negative 15. So if I combine the middle two, it looks like Jess is off by a sign. So x squared plus 2x, because the 5 is bigger, minus 15. So she's just off by a smidge. All right, so when we multiply a binomial, which is 2 terms, by a trinomial, which is 3 terms, I don't have a fancy little word like FOIL that makes me follow the steps, but what I do is I just distribute. So I'm going to multiply this 3 times the a squared, the 3a times the a squared, the negative 12a, and the 1. Okay, so let's do that first. So 3a times a squared would be 3a cubed. 3a times negative 12a would be negative 36a squared. And 3a times positive 1 is positive 3. So I'm done with this one. Okay, so now I'm going to do this back one. So 4 times a squared is positive 4a squared. Positive 4 times 12a is negative 48a, and 4 times 1 is 4. Okay, so I am combining the x squareds, and I'm combining the a's. And then the outside two don't have another term to combine with. So I'm now just going to combine and put it in standard form all at once. So this is 3a cubed. Those two go together, and that's minus 32a squared. These two go together, and that's minus 45a. Plus 4 is on its own. This is my answer, and it's in standard form. You press pause and try this one. Ooh, this is a trinomial by a trinomial. So you do the same thing. Okay, so 2b squared times each of these, 7b times each of these, and 9 times each of these, and then combine like terms, putting it in standard form. Press pause and try it. All right, here we go. So I'm going to combine this 2b squared by each of those. So 2b to the 4th, because you add exponents when you're multiplying, and then plus 6b to the 3rd, and minus 2b squared. Okay, that one's done. I multiplied it by each of them in that second parenthesis. Okay, let's do the 7b now. So 7b times b squared would be plus 7b cubed. And 7b times 3b is plus 21b squared. And 7b times negative 1 is minus 7b. So that one's done. So now I have to do the 9. So 9 times b squared is plus 9b squared. 9 times 3b is plus 27b. And 9 times negative 1 is negative 9. Okay, and so now I'm going to highlight. The 2 on the end don't have like terms to get with, but the others do. So the 3 to the 3rd powers, they go together. To the 2nd powers, they go together. And to just the b, they go together. Okay, so I'm combining in 7.1 with 7.2 when we were adding and subtracting. So we start with 2b to the 4th. It's got the highest power, and then we do the 3rd. So that would be plus 13b cubed. And the squareds, let's see, that is 30 minus 2 is 28. So plus 28b squared. And then the b's, that would be plus 20b, and then minus 9. This is my answer. This is my answer. So if you got it, you need to give yourself a pat on the back. That was a tough one. All right, let's do a story problem. So it says find the area, write your answer in standard form. So when you find the area of a rectangle, you use length times width. So it looks like the length is 2a minus 9 and the width is a plus 1. So we're just going to multiply them. So 2a minus 8 and a plus 1. So we're just doing FOIL here. So 2a squared plus 2a minus 8a minus 8. So we combine these two. 2a squared minus 6a minus 8 is my answer. Okay, you're going to Big Ideas to give these a try and see what you come up with. Thanks for watching.